Hi, Simone, thank you for your time.
You're very welcome.
Firstly, let me say it's great to know that Carmageddon is back.
Yeah.
Not that, I enjoy killing civilians all the time,
It's all for fun.
Great fun. The fact that it has so much controversy around it over the decades.
Yeah.
I say decades because when it came out,
It's 15 years ago.
15 years ago, people didn't like it because firstly, you can't run over people,
Yeah.
and they thought to themselves, okay,
Yeah.
if they allow you to run people over in a game, they're going to go out to the street and run people over.
Exactly, yeah. A lot's changed since then, though, hasn't it? Because it's out now actually a 12 plus. So it goes to show how much the industry's changed and how acceptance they are. I mean, kids grow up a lot quicker these days as well, so there's a lot more violent games. And I don't think Stainless never intentionally put out there to be violent. We wanted to be funny, So I think that's what we're trying to achieve with Carmageddon and Carmageddon Reincarnation.
What did you think of the fact that before they tried to ban it,
Yeah.
they made you change it so much?
Yeah.
First they made you change to zombies,
Yeah.
and they didn't like the fact that you were running zombies over with red blood.
Yes. Yeah. Obviously, I wasn't around then, but I do know some stuff. They actually changed the pedestrians to robots in one of them. They couldn't even have robots that were like humans either, so they couldn't represent a human whatsoever. And the zombies didn't have. I think they didn't have red blood in one. They had green blood.
Yeah.
So they made them change the game, which was, they want to run people over.
Thing is, you can't run over zombies with red blood because that's too realistic.
Yeah.
So it's green blood. You can't run over zombies.
Yeah.
You can't run over robots.
Yeah, it's mental. We're obviously not doing that for Carmageddon Reincarnation. We want to stick to people.
Stick it to make it funny.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of playing a game. You can go and you relax, chill out.
Yes, exactly. You want to laugh and show your friends and stuff like that. I think it's really important to know that it's all tongue-in-cheek humour. I mean, Nobby has often said that he's a massive Monty Python fan, and so am I myself. Me and my dad loved it, so I loved it. And that's the kind of humour it is, with the knight, he has his arms chopped off and stuff like that. It's all tongue-in-cheek. It's really, really, really is.
What do you think about the reaction from Kickstarter and the amount of people that, as soon as they saw it, they're like, yes, we're
Take
giving
my
our
money.
Just take our money, give us the game.
The Kickstarter reaction was amazing, to be honest. It really was. I don't think we were quite expecting the scale of backers, to be honest. And we've now got PayPal set up on our website, carmageddon.com, where you can go and you can still pledge. So it's not ending. We're still taking money. We're still getting people to back us, and the rewards are still. We're offering rewards as well.
Well, I gave money before, and I'll still give money now because I love the game. And I'll tell this to my friend as well. One thing that he was really disappointed about, he said he went on Kickstarter and he's like, oh, stop, I really want to give some money.
Yes, yeah, well you can do on carmageddon.com, we're still taking PayPal.
So that's good to know. So people that are watching this
Yeah.
and people that are going to read about this, they'll know they can still give some money towards Carmageddon and,
Yeah.
help revive it.
Yeah, definitely, it'd be really great, yeah.
So tell me something, what new things are you going to add to Reincarnation?
Well, I'm not allowed to talk about much, obviously,
Of course.
because we want to keep it. We want to try and retain some of it. We want to keep secrets. We want surprises for the fans. So there is on Carmageddon.com. We do get our artists and me as a designer, obviously, to create blogs. So we can give you sneak previews. We're obviously updating the levels. So we're basically taking the levels from the original and we're getting them and basically updating the graphics, making them, more wow, up to date really.
So when we go in, when it's finally released and we play it, we can go, yes, this is it.
This is it.
Make it more texture much better.
Oh yeah, yeah.
High definition.
Of course, yeah. It's just going to be. The thing is that there isn't really been a game since Carmageddon that deals with the sort of play the way you want to play, and you can run people over and get points for it,
I know.
And the damage model, there's still not been something like that, I don't think.
Not really. Similar game to it would be GTA, but
Yes.
it doesn't really have the point system where you kill other civilians.
Yeah.
You get, shot at, arrested. This
Yes.
one is, you get rewarded.
Yeah. You get rewarded, but you will get the police. You will get police chasing and stuff like that, because the police were in the original Carmageddon as well. The big suppressor that just comes flying out of nowhere with its sirens, badgering you. It's good.
That is good. What about multiplayer aspect of Carmageddon?
We definitely want multiplayer. Multiplayer is a big thing. We obviously taking the more popular multiplayer games like Fox and Hounds and things like that and bringing them to Reincarnation. And obviously, bearing that in mind, we're going to be designing the levels to obviously accommodate for multiplayer games as well as single player game.
I've asked many people who have played Carmageddon before, the one thing that they really want is to play with other Carmageddon fans.
Yes.
So like they can go around and they can kill people and try and take each other out as well.
Yes,
That is one thing they really want to do. One aspect of multiplayer.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely want a sort of friends, invite friends to games and things like that, just so you can. And another thing to get your friends involved with is sharing the videos of action replays, stuff like that. With the iOS version at the moment, we've added that in. And I always say that as a gamer, I always like really talking about what happened in a game. I'm like, oh, I did this awesome thing, flipped over the car, ran into a cow, or whatever. But with Action Replay, you can actually save and edit a video and then show your friend that, so they actually see it for themselves.
People that massive bragging rights, like, yeah, look at me, I did this.
Bragging rights, yeah.
You try that now.
Yeah.
I did that.
You try and get that score and all that. Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you play and you're like, yep, I did this one. They're like, yeah, right, prove it.
Yeah, prove it, exactly. Well, I can actually.
Here's a nice video of me doing it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
There is one great aspect of games that you can take a video while you're doing it.
Yes.
Upload it straight away.
Upload it straight away. And now with I think it's the new iOS 6, you can Facebook that and Twitter it as well. So you can upload your video to YouTube and then say to your Facebook friends, hey, check it out.
With Carmageddon just on iOS 6 right now, will it be on Android? Because as an Android user myself.
Yeah. The thing is with Android, obviously there's so many devices that we have to take into consideration. So it will be out later this year or early next year. The only reason we haven't done it straight away is because obviously it will stall the development of Reincarnation.
Okay, we wouldn't want that.
No, we don't want that. No.
The phone version, okay, we can wait for that, but we want our main game.
Yeah, I think we've got one person at the studio working on the Android stuff, so it's in the pipeline.
It would be nice to play on the train, have people give you that stare.
Yeah, hearing screams on the train.
Yeah, what's he doing? Oh yes, he's running over civilians, yes.
As you do.
As you do on a train.
Yeah.
It's nothing like playing a nice little game, Let him go everywhere.
Yeah.
You can always share with the fun,
Yes, definitely. I think Carmageddon is one of them games as well where people talk about it all the time, and people get different experiences from it because we've all got our own little tricks. Like I like going to the back of the grid so I can ram opponents up the bum, and things like that. Yeah, it's different for everybody. And I think it's good to talk about. Yeah.
Personally, when I like taking video, I'm more excited to next to give them back to them.
Yes, I'm that myself. I like wasting the opponents. I think that's my favourite thing to do.
Just annoy them,
And occasional running over people to rack up my time, so I got more time.
We've got to do that. So, you've been here for 5 years? Or?
I've been with Stainless 5 years, yeah.
So, tell me something. In the 5 years, what was the experience like?
It's been absolutely fantastic. It's been a dream come true, actually, because I've always been into games. I did a games design course, and then I got a job pretty much straight away as a junior designer. And then obviously I've worked my way up now, and now I'm the lead designer on Carmageddon Reincarnation.
How does it feel to be with a game that's been around for so long?
It feels fantastic. It really does. Honestly, it is. And not only that though, but on the TV, whenever they show games and games history, Carmageddon is always in there. For the fact that it was banned, and it had Daily Mail saying ban this sick filth. So it's really nice to work on such an awesome game, and it's I handed out leaflets at the start. Then people was like, "Oh, Carmageddon, I remember this," and I was saying, you're gonna have a massive nostalgia trip if you go and have a go of it. So it is a lot of fun.
One thing that I found about development of Carmageddon is, you said it's on TV all the time on banned games.
Yes.
One thing I found funny, you have movies which are more bloody and grisly, which are more violent.
Yeah.
Which are rated 15, and they're like, oh my god, they're going to watch this film, they're going to watch Die Hard, now they're going to go through a city in a cabin, they're going to keep over.
Yes, yeah. I think films industry and game industry are treated quite separately, because there is quite worse films out there that are 15 or 18. So, I think as long as people take it, on the chin, it's all, like I say, it's all tongue-in-cheek humour.
one thing I don't really like about it is if you look at the games industry and the movie industry, they're almost on par because games are becoming more like movies now.
Yes.
They should be treated more equally.
Yes, they should be treated more equally. Yeah.
And, when they rate games, they should make it so when they rate it, they do it so properly.
Yeah.
So people can enjoy the game just like they enjoy a film.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, as a kid, I played 18 rated games. I turned out okay, I think.
I've played 18 rated games and I haven't run anyone over or shot anyone.
Exactly, yeah. It all really depends on the person and the situation, I think, and your environment as you're going out. I think a lot of, as long as you're mature, it's like you shouldn't have to put this whole don't try this at home kind of thing. Like kids' cartoons, I used to watch Wile E. Coyote and Wacky Races and things like that, and like they're not around these days, and it'd be fantastic to get more, silly, violent cartoons out.
It's a bit like The Simpsons. Have you watched
Simpsons? Yeah.
The one Marge versus Itchy and Scratchy.
I've not seen that one, no.
Basically, Itchy and Scratchy violent cartoon, you know them?
Yeah.
She takes them to court and everything to get them banned because Maggie harms Homer after watching the cartoon.
That's true, yeah.
And she blames the cartoon for it.
Yes, no, blame the parents.
Exactly, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, you've got to, as a parent, you've got to be sort of under your own discretion of what you think is acceptable for your child. So, I think, like I say, as long as you're aware of what age rating the game is, stick to it. I worked at Game Station before, when I was at uni, and I often had to say to people, especially with Grand Theft Auto and the 18 rated games, this is actually an 18 rated game, and you're buying it for an 8-year-old here, and they'd be like, oh right, I wasn't aware it had sex, violence in it and things like that. So I think making sure that you check these things and it's safe.
I had some people as well before when I worked in the retail industry part-time. I mean, I've spoken to parents that are like, okay, so it's my decision, I'll still buy it for my kid.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, that's it. If the kid's mature enough to understand that it's not real, nothing's real, these aren't real people you're running over.
So it's a virtual reality, you go out there, have fun, enjoy yourself.
Exactly, it's time for you to unwind and let out some steam on some pedestrians.
That's the whole piece of the Carmageddon.
Yeah, exactly.
When you go to work, you come back, you've had a stressful day, you want to sit down, go for a stroll down the street, run some people over.
Yeah, exactly, and smashing opponents up. Yeah, definitely.
That's it, exactly. That is what the great thing about Carmageddon, and literally thousands of people I know I'm looking forward to in this country. Actually, what can I say?
Yeah.
I mean, we looked at yourself, as I said, the amount of support that you guys got.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys are getting like thousands more pledges as well.
Yeah, we are. We're taking a lot of PayPal pledges at the moment, which is it's really nice. It's great to get the support from fans, and not only that though, but it's great to get them involved too. And Carmageddon.com, we've got forums on there with the community guys, and they're often putting up their ideas. And what we're often getting is people reinforcing our own ideas. So people will be saying, this is a great idea, and we're like, this is great because we've already mentioned this idea, so we're definitely putting that in. If somebody else has said it, we're going to put it in as well.
There's one good one. Company interacts with their fan base and they look at it and they go, okay, we'll do this. Okay, maybe not this because it doesn't sound that great.
Exactly. Yeah,
like it. That's one good thing about it. I mean, when you interact with your fan base and you know what they're going to like, the better performance your game will do, and more people want it.
Exactly. That's it. That's key. Getting fans involved, getting their ideas out there, and if you see that, it just gives them that little bit more, doesn't it? And they can get to talk to people. As a child and as a young gamer, I would have loved to have met some of the people that created my games that I used to play on.
I would love to meet the creators on it.
Yeah.
But I just get to see one of my childhood creators, Hideo Kojima, on Thursday. I was happy about
Brilliant.
that.
I got to meet Dave Perry, Earthworm Jim guy, absolutely legend. I got a picture with him at Develop, I was quite chuffed for that. It's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. But yeah, I think communication with fans is a good thing.
That's one thing I found, but I also found in some cases it's not really a good thing.
No, yeah, obviously some people can get at really high rate, or some people can maybe have the wrong idea of what we're actually after with Carmageddon. Like I say, with the violence thing, we're never putting in violence for the sake of being violent. It's actually, is it funny? And if it's funny, then it goes in.
Exactly. So that's what you're doing for human sake. I mean,
exactly.
sometimes you get an input which can ruin a game,
Yes.
and that's where, like, you know, sometimes where developer and, you know, fan base, you know, kind of mixes where it goes from good to bad, because some ideas are not that great,
Yeah.
and some ideas can be great, but sometimes some companies will, like, you know, implement a bad idea because the majority want it.
Yes. No, I don't think we basically on a mutual agreement between the dev team. So if we all like an idea, then we will put it in. But obviously, if one or two people like it and the rest of us don't, then we're not going to do that. So
you guys have got a nice clear line of where you guys are going to draw it, where you guys are going to go.
We've definitely got a direction, and pretty much is it fun? Yes, let's put it in.
So can we get a hint on, like, you know, when we can expect it to come out?
Carmageddon will be out next year sometime. We did say February, but obviously we've expanded the scope to Mac, Linux, and we really want to do consoles as well. So it might actually not be early next year, but next year sometime.
But considering you know Microsoft is going with Microsoft 8, Windows 8.
Oh yeah.
Now most developers have complained that it's become too closed, and, you know, it's making it harder for them to code for it.
Right.
What's your opinion on that?
I don't think we've looked much into that at the moment, to be honest. So I don't know really much about that one.
Okay. No, I was going to ask because there's been controversy from the creator of Minecraft.
Yes, I saw that on Twitter. I don't really know at the moment on that sort of stuff. I think we're obviously going for Steam first.
Steam, well, that would be nice. That is up and pre-order us straight away as soon as it comes out.
Yeah.
For console-wise, will you be trying to go for all consoles or just Xbox?
I think we'd love to give Carmageddon to everybody, so we want it as many platforms as possible. Spread the love, exactly. Spread the Karma love. Definitely.
Anyway, Simone, thank you for your time. It's been a privilege, and I'm looking forward to this game. You don't know how much.
It's been a pleasure to talk to you. Thanks a lot.
Again.